Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Unresolved Problem segment tonight, racial politics. Speaking on the ABC News program this week, Matthew Dowd attributed Republican anger, not to politics, but to race.
I actually think this is more reflective than what the conservatives think about the speaker and the leadership and what they think about Obama, and the fact that they're upset that America has changed. That's what they're really upset about. America is now less white, less married, less churched, less conservative, and that is a difficult prospect for them to face in the course of this.
Well, there's not a reply, Ebony Williams, brand new Fox News contributor, and from New Orleans, Juan Williams, who we will ignore as much as possible this evening. All right. So, Ebony,
yeah.
You know, look, there are people in the conservative ranks who don't like the fact that we are a more diverse country with more pagans and more people that they do not approve of.
Sure.
That's fine.
Look different than them.
Okay.
Sure.
There are people in the Democratic ranks who feel exactly the same way. That if you're not pro-choice, reproductive rights, they're not going to do it for you. Okay.
Sure.
I think it's wrong to generalize an entire party as feeling that way. What say you?
Of course it's wrong to do that. Look, I actually don't know what Dowd is talking about, Bill, because for what he said to be true, that would make John Boehner, the face of racial diversity in America? It's absolutely nonsensical. Now, what I do think is a valid argument is that, yes, there are people in this country that think that America should be for certain people. We know that, but I agree it's not exclusive to the Republican Party. And that's a real concern, and that makes people very nervous when you start talking about something that doesn't feel inclusive.
When I reported, Juan, in the election of 2012, that Barack Obama was going to win. I don't know whether you remember this moment. We came on at 8 o'clock, and I said, Obama's got it because the country has changed, and the voting patterns have changed in many states. And then immediately I was branded a racist. All right, I don't like that. I was just reporting, just saying the truth.
That's the fact.
But Dowd, he's not reporting. He's casting aspersions, Juan. Big word, factor word of the day, aspersions. On the entire party as not willing to accept people with whom they have differences. And you say?
I don't think Dowd is off here. I think that it's a fact. If you look at it, I think it's half of the Republican Party thinks Obama wasn't born in the United States. Obama's a Muslim. And the number one issue for Trump, at the top of the polls, for Carson, at the top of the polls, immigration bill. There's something going on, especially with that Tea Party
Would you consider me to be a
party.
reasonable person, Juan, and knowing me all these years?
Yeah, smart one, too. Yeah.
So my take is this. President Obama is not a Muslim. And if you read the questioning, it wasn't, do you believe President Obama is a Muslim? Do you think it was much more broader than that? And people feel he's sympathetic to Muslims. So they answered in a sympathetic way rather than, is he a Sharia law, mosque-going Muslim, which that's not right. The second thing is that you're saying 50% of the Republican Party are basically hate Obama because of his, religion or perceived religion?
They don't like Obama. Anything you attach Obama's name to, they don't want.
Policies and because it's,
well, I don't
worked.
know, but I'm just telling you. At the top of the show, you had a really interesting talking points memo. You said that Republicans don't like Boehner or McConnell because they want someone who pounds the table, someone who shows passion, intensity, someone who says, I'm here to defend principle and heritage and tradition. You start thinking about that, and you think about the fact that there are fewer whites in the country today than 50 years ago. I think it went from 84 down to 62%. You think of the presence of so many more Hispanics. You think of the Muslims coming into the country. There are a lot of people who feel like, you know what, I'm going to resist.
But they feel that way because they have to come in legally, not just come here. All right, I got to get to Ebony. Do you know what ethnic group's going to be the highest minority, according to a new Pew study in, I think, 2035 or something? Do you know?
I presume Latinos.
No,
Hispanics.
Asians.
Asians.
Asians are coming in at a bigger record.
Okay.
So now are we going to have, we don't like the Asian people?
Well, sir, I mean, the bottom line issue is this. I don't think it's about everybody on the GOP side hating black and brown people. That's really not the issue. It's a messaging issue, Bill. The GOP and the Dems, to your point, they need to be very inclusive in their messaging. Anybody that subscribes to American values, democracy, freedom, hardworking Americans should be able to come here and earn their way like everybody else. Legally. Agreed or disagree?
Right.
That is agreed. Okay, no one's saying that. But when you've got Trump talking about Mexicans being rapists and drug dealers, you've got...
He was talking about the people who led the people in.
I understand that, Bill, but the messaging, the overall message, you have to understand how Americans are hearing this. It sounds exclusive.
The Americans hear it through the filter of a media that wants to brand Republicans as racist.
Sure.
That's what really offends me. Good debate, Juan. Ebony,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Water's on deck. He goes to a tattoo show.
The ones on your scalp.
Yeah.
What motivated you there?
Stupidity.
Yes, indeed. Water's World. Moments away.